Wolves 0, Manchester United 1. Another game of if, buts and maybes for Wolves at Molineux under Bruno Lage. So frustrating again because we play so well. We've played so well for the first three, if you include the Forest game, 4 games of the season, and just unfortunately not really having the rewards to show for it. But it's promising signs, still very promising signs from Bruno Lage and the team. But hopefully now, I think we all knew these first 3 games are going to be really tricky, really difficult. Hopefully from after the international break, we can work on things and sort of go for it. Between now and November, I think, you know, every game is winnable for me. These first 3 games, possibly not so much. But let's talk about the game. The lineup was exactly how I predicted in the preview, including the bench. It was Jose Sarr in goal, Marcel at left wing back, Nelson Semedo at right wing back. Saw Connor Cody in the middle of the 3-man defence with Max Kilman and Romain Saiss either side again. Neves and Moutinho, and Trincao, Adama and Raul Jimenez as the front 3. So a pretty consistent lineup from Wolves for the last last couple of league games, and we started really well. Started really strong. I thought the first half was close to immaculate. We did everything bar score. I think Trincao probably had his best 45 minutes in a Wolves shirt. I'm not a clue how he didn't score the one chance. He's one-on-one with De Gea, beats De Gea, and I think it was Fred who gets a clearance. I may be wrong, so I do apologise if I am, but the clearance off the line is a fantastic tackle. And we were just peppering at United. To be fair, they had a couple of big chances themselves in the first half. Bruno obviously putting it in the back of the net and he was offside. Mason Greenwood right at the end of the first half, I would have put my money on him scoring as well, but just looked controlled. The aggression and work rate from Wolves was top. We really got in Manchester United's heads quite early on in the game. And I thought, they looked really frustrated, Bruno especially. And when you're winding up the top players like that, you're doing something right. I felt there were a couple of times 50-50 chances, or tackles rather, and Mike Dean did put them our way. And obviously in the end, in the 90 minutes, it's Mike Dean. He's going to have to balance it up somehow. But we really frustrated Manchester United, and I was confident if we could go into half-time at 0-0, second half shooting at the South Bank end, as we used to do so well, scoring and shooting towards the South Bank end, we had a chance of getting something in the game. But second half, the longer the game ticked on, I felt there was still a goal in it, but the momentum just slowly, as the second half went on, slowly started tipping towards Manchester United's way. Adama Traore was almost unplayable again in the first half. They seemed to suss him out a little bit more in the second half. Still caused them problems, but they seemed to suss him out a bit more. And for me, we just started looking a little bit more sloppy. Just poor passes, poor defensive errors. I think Saiss and Cody were probably guilty of a couple of those, to be fair. And in the end, it was again a dubious goal for United. Ruben Neves and Paul Pogba in a 50-50. Pogba comes out winning it. Again, 50-50 chance. And then we see the ball go out to Mason Greenwood, who in the end puts the ball in the back of the net. So that was a little bit frustrating. I've seen pictures of it, and it looked like quite a high foot from Paul Pogba, which is frustrating, especially as, they had a couple of times where their players were down and we kicked the ball out. But, they were sort of on the front foot and attacking so much. I don't think they were ever going to do that, United, especially when, they're a big team, you could say, and desperate for the victory. But, Greenwood scored. That was disappointing. I think, with Neves going down, we sort of switched off a little bit there. And we just didn't get going following that in the second half. Didn't create enough clear-cut opportunities. I think, in particular, I was pretty disappointed that Raul didn't really, get himself into the game. But, of course, Trincao as well at 0-0, missing an absolutely golden opportunity. Adama really clever. Looked up, got that ball across, and Trincao, I'm not too sure what he's trying to do. He slices it against the ground. And in the end, we saw Bruno try and throw everything at it. Cody coming off. And also... who came off? Adama coming off, which was a bit of a surprise, really. We saw Morgan Gibbs-White and Fabio Silva come on towards the end. We did see Daniel Podence come on earlier in the second half. Great to see him back in league action. He came on for Trincao, but we just couldn't quite get going second half. Compared to the first half, which I felt was our stronger 45, but still we come out of it very disappointed. And the fact that we are coming out of games disappointed, bitterly disappointed, because we know we deserved more. This game, the Leicester game, the Tottenham game, and we did put, obviously, Forest to the sword, and I'm hoping we can maybe do that again, when we come back after the international break. I think we get Watford, fingers crossed we can do that. But you know, on a more positive note, we saw Hwang Chan announced at Wolves at the start of the game. I've done a video on him already if you want to go and check that out, but really looking forward to seeing what he can bring to the club. And again, he's got a couple of weeks now to work under Bruno and the team. But Wolves 0, Manchester United 1. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys, and I'll catch you all very, very soon.